الرحمن الرحيم. أعزائي طلبة وطالبات شهادة الثانوية العامة قسم رياضيات لغات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اليوم سنتطرق إلى مراجعة في مادة الجبر والهندسة الفراغية. مهم جدا إنك تعرف قوانين الهندسة الفراغية وقوانين الجبر قبل ما تحل أي سؤال. Welcome my dear student in our math program for secondary 3. Today we are taking revision about algebra and solid geometry. Today we are taking very important lesson about Unit 1, Unit 2 and Unit 3. My dear student, look at this example. If the coefficient of T6, T16 and expansion of A plus B for all power n are equal, then what is the value of n? Choose the correct answer. n equals 10 or 15 or 20 or 25. Before we solve this example, look at the given. Coefficient of T6 equals coefficient of T16. What do you mean? Coefficient of T6. Coefficient of T6 equal n C5 B power 5 A power n minus 5, and also T16 equals by the method n C15 second B power 15 A power n minus 15. Look at n C5 equals n C15. In combination, we know that if n equals n, then 5 plus 15 equals n. Therefore, n equals 20. Another example. An expansion of x power 3 multiply bracket expansion 1 plus x for all power 7. Coefficient of the term contains x power 4 is 7c4, 7c3, 7c1, 21. The required, the term contains coefficient of the term containing x power 4. We know that general term tr1 7cr x power r. We put x equal r equals 1, therefore r equals 1. Then the coefficient 7c1. Another example. Bracket contains 3 plus 5 omega over 5 plus 3 omega square plus second term 5 plus 3 omega square over 3 plus 5 omega for all power 8 equals, choose the correct answer, 1, 2, omega 81. My dear student, look at the first term, 3 plus 5 omega over 5 plus 3 omega square. 3 omega power 3. Why? Omega power 3 equals 1. Also, the second term, 5 omega power 3. 5 means 5 times 1. 1 equal omega power 3. We take omega from the first term in numerator common and omega power 2 from the numerator of the second term. Therefore, answer is omega plus omega power 2. Why? Because if we take omega from the first term, the numerator, same the denominator equals omega. By the same method, after taking omega power 2 from the numerator of the second term, the remainder equals 3 plus 5 omega. Then we deduce that left hand side equal omega plus omega square for all power 8. What is the value of omega plus omega square? Equal negative 1. Negative 1 power 8 equals 1. Then the correct answer is 1. Another example. If n is positive integer, prove that there is no term free of x. An expansion of x power 5 plus 1 over x power 2 for all power n, unless if n is multiple of the number 7, then find the term of n equals 7. When n equals 7, find this term. My dear student, what you mean? There is no term free. Term free. General term, we know that general term tr plus 1 equal ncr, second power r, second term, first power n minus r. After that, we find x power n or any number equals x power 0 to find the value of n. General term tr1 equals ncr, second term power r. What is the second term? 1 over x square equal x power negative 2 for all power r. First term x power 5 for all n minus r. In this term, what is the x? ncr x power 5n minus 7r. We must 5n minus 7r equals 0. Why? Free term. Then r equals 5n over 7 belongs to z positive. Therefore, 5n over 7 must be multiple of 7, or 5n over r must be multiple of 7 when n equal what? 7. Therefore, r equals 5. Why? 5n over 5. The term free of x is T6 equal 7, C5, coefficient is 21. Another example. Find in trigonometric form and exponential form the roots of equation z power 4 equals 8 multiply 1 minus root 3i, then write the solution tab. We know that, my dear student, trigonometry form or complex number z has 3 forms: algebraic, trigonometric, and exponential. The given z power 4, we have 4 roots. Z power 4. The solution set. To solve z power 4, we find the fourth root by using 8 multiply 1 minus root 3 I r equals 8 power 2 minus 8 root 3 for all power 2 equals 16. We know that the complex number positive, negative. The first component is positive 8, the second negative 8 negative. Lies in the fourth quadrant. Theta equals shift 10 y over x. Shift 10 negative 8 root 3 over 8 equal negative root 3 equal negative 60. Angle theta negative 60 degrees must be in fourth quadrant. Therefore, z equals z power 4, 16 cosine negative 60 plus I sine negative 60. Don't forget, my dear student, the complex number must be start from cosine plus I sine. Cosine theta plus I sine theta. R is modulus 16, but theta is amplitude angle negative 60 degrees. Therefore, what is the solution set? Solution set. We have 4 solutions. Why? Because this z power 4. Z power 4 equals 16 multiply cosine negative 60 plus I sine negative 60. By using fourth root of the left hand side and right hand side. What is the fourth root of 16 is 2. And we write fourth root z equals 2 multiply cosine negative 60 plus 2 pi r over 4. Why over 4? Because z power 4. We find the fourth root plus I sine negative 60 plus 2 by r over 4. We put k or r equals 0, 1, negative 1, 2. 2 substitution about r 0, 1, negative 1, 2 to find the solution set. When r equals 0, then the first is 2e power negative pi over 12i in the form exponential or in exponential form. Don't forget pi equals 180. When r equals 1, by substitution, z2 or second solution 2e power 5 pi over 12i. When r equals 2, the third equation 2e power 11 pi over 12i. When r or k equal negative 1, the fourth equation, the fourth solution 2e power negative 7 pi over 12i. How many solution? How many solution? 4. 2e power negative pi over 12i, 2e power 5 pi over 12i, 2e power 11 pi over 12i, 2e power negative 7 pi over 12i. These 4 solutions of complex number. Another example. Without expand, determinant proves that determinant first row 1, 1, 1, second row 1 plus y 1, 1, third row 1, 1 plus y 1 equals y squared. Before we prove that, we know that the determinant, if we have determinant the first row 1, 1, 1, we think at the first we make the second and the third columns must be start from 0. Then we use subtraction from R1 minus R2. Therefore, the determinant equal negative y 0, 0, 1 plus y 1, 1, 1, 1 plus y 1. After that, subtraction C2 minus C1. Therefore, mean diagonal negative y 1, its product equal y squared. Without expand, determinant proves that the first determinant has 3 row, 3 column. First column A, B, C. Second A minus C, A minus C, A. Third column 2A, 2B, B plus C. equals right hand side A minus B, A minus C, B minus C. Look at, my dear student, A minus B, right hand side, A minus C, multiply B minus C. Start from C3 minus C1. If subtract C1 from C3, look at C3. 2A minus A equal A, 2B minus B equal B, B plus C minus C equals B. The third column A, B, B. The first column A, B, C. After that, we subtract C3 minus what? C1. Look at the third column. Must A minus A 0, B minus B 0, B minus C, B minus C. We need A minus C in the first row equals 0 by using A minus C or the first row minus second row. Then first row minus second row, A minus B 0 0, B, A minus C 0, C, A, B minus C. The product of mean diagonal A minus B multiply A minus C multiply B minus C equal right hand side. Very important proof. Without expand the determine, how to prove determined left hand side equals right hand side. We can join by using the required and given. What is the required? How to prove determined equals product of three brackets A minus B multiply A minus C multiply B minus C. Left hand side determined has 3 row and 3 column. Look at what is the relation between the third column and the first column. If we subtract the first subtraction C1 from C3, determined became the third column ABB. After that, look at the first column and third column AB, AB. We use subtraction to make zeros. After that, we must make the second element of the first row must be 0. We find the mean diagonal A minus B, A minus C, B minus C. Its product equals the required bracket A minus B times bracket A minus C times bracket B minus C equals right hand side. Now we are translate to another example. Angle between two vectors A and B is theta. Norm A minus B smaller than 1. Theta belongs to, choose the correct answer. 0, pi over 9, open interval, 0, pi over 2, open interval, pi over 6, pi over 3, fourth, open interval, 0, pi over 3. We know that, my dear student, if A minus B is norm smaller than 1, its square smaller than 1. Any number smaller than 1 is 1 over 2. 8 square quarter must be smaller than 1. By a minus b power 2, norm the first, norm the second, minus 2 times first times second. A dot b means norm b cosine theta smaller than 1. Therefore, norm A is 1, norm B is 1. Why? Because unit vector. Each A and B unit vector. Its norm is 1. Therefore, 1 plus 1, 2, minus 2 cosine theta smaller than 1 by 2, common factor, cosine theta smaller than 1 over 2. We know that 1 over 2 equal cosine what? 60. Cosine 60 equals 1 over 2. Therefore, cosine 60 the maximum smaller than 1 over 2. Theta smaller than 60. Smaller than. Then we know that cosine 60 between 1, cosine theta between 1 and or theta between 0 and pi over 3. Then the correct answer number 4, open interval 0 pi over 3. The work done by the force F 3I plus 7K to move a body from a point 1, 1, 2 to point 735 equals what? What you mean? The work done of the force. Choose the correct answer. 27, 32, 37, 39. At the first, this is the force. And we have 2 points, B and A. AB vector B minus A, 6, 2, 3. The work done, F dot S, scalar product, not dynamic. In algebraic, this is the scalar product, F dot S. F dot S, what is the S? AB vector. What is the F? 3, 7. We have 3, 0, 7. This is a component of the force. Therefore, 3 times 6 plus 0 plus 21. My dear student, 18 plus 21 equals what? 39. Then, this example is very important. How to find the work done by using the force F 3I plus 7K and to move this body from 2 points A 1 1 2 to point other point 735. The first, we know that the work done equals F dot S. F dot S means the work done. What is the force? F 3I plus 7K. The point or the coordinate 3, 0, 7. What is the displacement? S equals AB vector from A to B, 6 to 3. Then the scalar product of the force F and displacement equals 18 plus 21 equals 39. The correct answer is the 39. My dear student, by the end of the lesson, we know that there is a relation between dynamic and solid geometry. If we have the force and the force, we need to find the work done by using the force. When translate from 2 points A and B, we use the work done equals F dot S. If you know the force F and the displacement, the scalar product means the work done. By the end of the lesson, My dear student, I am very happy to spend such time with you. Thank you. Goodbye.